Politics can be a funny thing. One minute, you're the darling of an adoring public, the next, people want to put you in stocks and flog you in the town square. I'm not sure Calgary Mayor Nenshi has undergone that radical a transformation in the public sight, but something is amiss in Cowtown. He's up for re-election on Monday and could actually lose. One recent poll had him 17 points behind his central challenger, Bill Smith, someone who was little known before the election campaign began 6 weeks ago and has zero charisma to boot. What gives? Story continues below. Advertisement. After 7 years in office, a political leader's popularity is bound to suffer some erosion. When he first arrived on the scene, the country's first Muslim mayor of a major city was an articulate symbol of the success of Canadian multiculturalism. The fact that he rose to his position in a city that had been hogtied with the redneck image was all the more compelling. Calgary was suddenly seen as a mecca of progressive enlightenment. Nenshi feeling the heat as Calgary mayoral race tightens. Mr. Nenshi's deft handling of complicated issues early on made it clear he was no novelty act. In 2014, he was named best mayor in the world. Of course, after you win that title, there's only one place to go, and it isn't up. There is a host of reasons why the mayor finds himself in the position he does. Calgary was hit hard by the oil recession, much harder than Edmonton. In these circumstances, the public often takes out its frustration on those who have zero control over such calamitous economic events, like local politicians. There's very little Mr. Nenshi could have done to fix the price of crude, but people don't care. They just want it remedied. Mr. Nenshi has also angered the development community by pledging to end a subsidy he says is contributing to urban sprawl. Through their taxes, the citizens of Calgary contribute $4,800 toward every new home built within the city's broad boundaries. The mayor's vow has home builders furious, and strongly backing his political opponents, with all the campaign funding that entails. Then there is the state of the city's NHL arena, the Scotiabank Saddledome. It's a dump. Owners of the Calgary Flames want a new home, and they want the city to hand over a pile of loot to make it happen. Mr. Nenshi has firmly said no, a position for which taxpayers should be congratulating him. And yet he's not received the boost from his stand that his campaign anticipated. On the contrary, he's lost votes among those who can't stand the fact that the capital city up the road has the hottest new rink in the NHL. Story continues below. Advertisement. In the dying days of the campaign, Mr. Nenshi decided to stir up the issue of race, telling voters in the Pakistani community in a video posted to Facebook that his political opponents were trying to encourage those who don't believe in diversity to get people who might be racists or haters out to vote. It was a tactic many felt was low and beneath Mr. Nenshi. It could indicate the election is extremely close and the mayor is getting desperate. When the matter came up at an all-candidates meeting this week, he was actually booed loudly. The mayor's biggest problem, however, has nothing to do with his policies. It has to do with his governing style. Harvard-educated, Mr. Nenshi gives off a smartest persona in the room aura. He frequently cuts people off mid-sentence, as if to say, I know where you're going with this. I'm a busy guy, so let me tell you what I think. There is an arrogance about him that seems to have grown in office. Perhaps that was inevitable given the love fest he has enjoyed. But retweeting citizens' desperate pleas to find their lost dog or cat will only get you so far, for so long. If people sense a politician feels more important than them, acts like they should consider themselves lucky to have him, then it can all unravel pretty quickly. And if you're a politician who rode a populist, grassroots wave to power thanks to a common touch, the fallout can be worse. People can feel betrayed. I'm not sure Nenshi loses on Monday. More likely, he'll survive a squeaker. Either way, he'll receive a potent message, one he ignores at his own peril. Story continues below. Advertisement.